right, so here is the inner line concept that you can use to kind of just spice up your chord progressions or maybe accent some hooks as you're going through a song. So I love to use the key of G, so we're going to play G shapes. And basically what you're going to do is anchor down with these two fingers that outline a basic G5 power chord. So we're going to play G, we're going to mute underneath to the A string with the back side of our middle finger, leave an open D, leave an open G, and then have D here with our ring finger. And then we're going to use our first finger and our pinky to outline inner melodies within this chord shape. So, an easy way to get started with this is to just play that ascending Do, Re, Mi, or G, A, B line. So what I'm doing is I'm playing through the shape, and then I put my first finger on A, so that'd be the third string, second fret, and then I come up with my pinky to the fourth fret of that same string. So I play an ascending line. G, A, B, okay, and then I can play it down. B, A, B, down. The notes are the same, the contour is the same. You can get in with different kinds of like grace notes or variations on the line. You can even do little flourishes, things like that. But a great basic exercise. If you want to expand that out into something that has a little bit wider range, you can incorporate E and D, so D being open, E being the second fret of the fourth string, and you can outline like a major pentatonic sound, so that kind of Americana. Just run through that as a scale. And whenever I play the lower pitches, the E and the D, I generally don't extend my pick all the way down to that second string. So practice that, just da, dee, da, 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 da. And again, I'm just using these two fingers and leaving these fingers locked in place. Right? We're just pivoting around all of that. This provides our frame, and then we move within that. Now, if you wanted to get out of the major pentatonic sound, throw in that distinctly major scale by adding the leading tone on F sharp. That gives you a little bit more color, so you can play. You can do something like that. You can do something within that range. So all together, you can start off playing G, A, B, back down to A, back down to G. You can play D, E, G, A, those permutations, just cycle through all of your melodic changes using these two fingers. That's all you're going to use. And you leave these two fingers locked in place. And you can take those shapes anywhere you want. I like using those shapes when I play Gentle on My Mind. Glenn Campbell recorded that. It's a John Hartford tune. You probably know it. I love that descending line that gives me, it's like I'm playing a G and then that D over G, or that the G major 7th sound, mostly because I'm throwing in that leading tone but on an inner line. It makes it seem like the original recording where it's because the original recording has that sort of sound. I'm just moving it to the inside strings. Right? Kind of do some bass note strums, kind of alternating back and forth between the bass strings and the upper strings. But you're really outlining that fundamental melodic descent. Right? So it has real life application. It doesn't really exist in a vacuum. So just as you practice this, you can start off with 3 notes. You can throw in the E and the D. And you can throw in the F sharp. Okay? So give that a shot. I would just practice that 3 notes at first, add the E and the D, and then see if you can throw in the F sharp. And then we'll go from there into other ways that you can kind of get out of normal strumming ruts, things like that.